The Catholic Church, a beacon of hope for millions, has also faced its share of internal divisions. These divisions have often threatened to overshadow its mission of spreading love and compassion. These rifts, often stemming from theological disagreements, have created significant challenges within the Church. Theological debates, while essential for growth, sometimes lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Cultural differences and regional conflicts have further tested the Church's unity. The global nature of the Catholic Church means it encompasses a vast array of traditions and practices, which can sometimes clash. Yet in a time of uncertainty, a figure emerged, a man whose humility and unwavering faith would inspire a movement of reconciliation. This figure is none other than Pope Luis Antonio Tagle. Pope Luis Antonio Tagle, a man of deep conviction and gentle persuasion, has embarked on a mission to heal these divisions, a mission many are calling his first miracle. His approach is characterized by a profound sense of empathy and understanding. Pope Tagle's journey towards unifying the Church began with a simple yet profound belief that dialogue, compassion, and inclusivity hold the key to bridging even the widest chasms. He believes that open communication and genuine care can overcome any barrier. His vision resonated with people from all walks of life, drawing both the faithful and the skeptical to his message of unity. His words and actions have touched hearts and inspired many to join his cause. The impact of his efforts has been nothing short of extraordinary. Communities that were once divided are now coming together in a spirit of fellowship and mutual respect. From the hallowed halls of the Vatican to the humblest parishes around the world, a spirit of reconciliation is taking hold, mending the fractured body of Christ. This movement is breathing new life into the Church. Pope Tagle's mission is not just about healing past wounds. It is about building a future where the Church stands as a united front, a beacon of hope in an increasingly fragmented world. His efforts are laying the foundation for a more cohesive and loving community. His unwavering commitment to this vision offers a glimpse into a brighter future for the Catholic Church. A future where unity and love triumph over division and discord. Pope Tagle's legacy will be one of peace, understanding, and enduring faith. The Catholic Church, for all its beauty and grandeur, has not been immune to the winds of division that have swept across our world. These divisions, often subtle and unspoken, have manifested in various forms, creating fissures within the body of Christ. Theological debates, once confined to scholarly circles, have spilled over into everyday conversations, fueling passionate disagreements among the faithful. Cultural differences, once celebrated as a testament to the Church's universality, have become points of contention, leading to misunderstandings and mistrust. Regional conflicts, often rooted in historical grievances and power struggles, have further exacerbated these divisions, creating deep-seated rifts within the Church. These conflicts, often fueled by misinformation and prejudice, have led to a sense of alienation and resentment among different factions within the Church. The consequences of these divisions have been profound, eroding the Church's moral authority and hindering its ability to effectively minister to the needs of its flock. The sense of unity and shared purpose that once characterized the Church has been replaced by suspicion, distrust, and a growing sense of disillusionment among many. Into this landscape of division stepped Pope Tagle, a man uniquely equipped for the Herculean task of bridging these divides. His presence brought a sense of hope and unity to a world often torn apart by differences and misunderstandings. Born and raised in the Philippines, a nation known for its deep Catholic faith and vibrant cultural diversity, Tagle's upbringing was steeped in the rich traditions and values of his homeland. This background provided him with a unique perspective on the global Church's challenges. Tagle possessed an innate understanding of the challenges and opportunities presented by a global Church. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life made him a beloved figure in the Catholic community. His journey began not in the hallowed halls of the Vatican, but in the bustling streets of Manila, where the vibrancy and struggles of everyday life shaped his pastoral approach. Where he served as a parish priest, ministering to the poor and marginalized. His work in these communities was not just about providing spiritual guidance, but also about addressing their physical and emotional needs. It was during these formative years that Tagle developed his deep empathy for those on the peripheries of society, understanding their struggles and aspirations intimately, those whose voices were often drowned out by the clamor of the powerful and the privileged. His commitment to these individuals became a cornerstone of his ministry. His reputation as a man of God, a compassionate listener, and a gifted communicator spread far and wide, reaching beyond the borders of the Philippines. Eventually reaching the ears of Pope Francis, who recognized in Tagle a kindred spirit, a man who shared his vision for a more inclusive and merciful church. Their meeting marked the beginning of a significant partnership, a man who shared his vision for a more inclusive and merciful church. Together, they worked towards creating a church that welcomed everyone, regardless of their background or status. Tagle's appointment as prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, a Vatican department responsible for the church's missionary work, placed him at the forefront of the church's efforts to reach out to those on the margins. This role was a testament to his dedication and vision. A Vatican department responsible for the church's missionary work placed him at the forefront of the church's efforts to reach out to those on the margins. His leadership in this role was marked by a relentless pursuit of justice and compassion. This role, which he embraced with characteristic humility and zeal, allowed him to continue his mission on a global scale, touching lives far beyond his native Philippines. Would prove to be a crucial stepping stone on his path towards unifying a divided church. His efforts have left an indelible mark on the global Catholic community, inspiring many to follow in his footsteps. At the heart of Pope Tagle's approach to unity lies a profound belief in the transformative power of dialogue. He understands that true reconciliation cannot be achieved through decrees or pronouncements from on high, but must emerge organically from a genuine exchange of ideas, experiences, and perspectives. Tagle's commitment to dialogue is not merely a matter of pragmatism, but stems from a deep-seated conviction that every individual, regardless of their background or beliefs, is created in the image of God and deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. He recognizes that within the vast tapestry of the Catholic Church there exists a rich diversity of thought and experience, and that this diversity, rather than being a source of division, can be a wellspring of strength and renewal. Tagle's message of dialogue is not a call for a watered-down faith where differences are glossed over in the pursuit of a superficial unity. Rather, it is an invitation to engage in respectful and constructive conversations, even when those conversations involve difficult or uncomfortable truths. He understands that true unity does not require uniformity of thought, but rather a willingness to listen to and learn from one another, even when we disagree. It is through such dialogue, Tagle believes, that the Church can rediscover its shared mission and purpose, and emerge stronger and more vibrant than ever before. Section 5. Embracing the margins. Central to Pope Tagle's vision of a united church is a radical embrace of those on the margins. This vision is not just a lofty ideal, but a practical and urgent call to action. He recognizes that true unity cannot be achieved by simply bringing together those in positions of power and influence, but must involve a conscious effort to reach out to those who have been marginalized, forgotten, or excluded. This means actively seeking out and listening to the voices that are often silenced. Tagle's commitment to the marginalized stems from his deep-seated belief that the Church is called to be a church for the poor, a church that does not just serve the poor, but stands with them in solidarity. A church that stands in solidarity with those who are suffering, oppressed, or forgotten. This solidarity is not passive, but active, involving direct engagement and advocacy. He understands that the Church's credibility and moral authority are inextricably linked to its willingness to speak truth to power and to advocate for the rights of the most vulnerable. This advocacy is a testament to the Church's commitment to justice. Throughout his ministry, Tagle has consistently sought out those on the peripheries of society, those who are often overlooked and neglected. His visits are not mere formalities, but genuine efforts to understand and address their needs, those whose voices are often unheard or ignored. He listens with empathy and compassion, ensuring that their stories are brought to light. He has visited refugees fleeing war and persecution, offering not just words of comfort, but also tangible support and advocacy. listened attentively to the stories of those who have experienced discrimination or abuse, and has made it a point to amplify their voices, and spoken out forcefully against injustice and inequality. His speeches and actions serve as a powerful reminder of the Church's role in advocating for human dignity. Tagle's embrace of the margins is not merely an act of charity, but a fundamental shift in the Church's understanding of itself and its mission. It is a call to re-evaluate priorities and focus on those most in need, but a fundamental shift in the Church's understanding of itself and its mission. By placing the marginalized at the center of its concern, the Church is challenged to confront its own biases and prejudices. By placing the marginalized at the center of its concern, the Church is challenged to confront its own biases and prejudices and to rediscover its vocation as a force for justice, compassion, and inclusivity. The journey towards embracing the margins is ongoing and requires constant reflection and action. It is a path that demands courage, humility, and unwavering commitment. And to rediscover its vocation as a force for justice, compassion, and inclusivity. Through these efforts, the Church can truly become a beacon of hope and a source of transformation in the world. Unity is more than just a word. It's a powerful force that can be seen and felt. When people come together, remarkable things happen. Communities thrive, barriers crumble, and dreams become reality. The visible signs of unity are all around us, in every act of kindness, in every gesture of support, and in every moment of shared joy. Imagine a world where borders are mere lines on a map, where differences are celebrated, and where every person is part of a global family. This vision of unity brings us closer, bridging gaps and fostering understanding. As we reconnect with long-lost friends and forge new bonds, we realize that we are not so different after all. We are one global family, reunited in purpose and spirit. The legacy of unity is a gift passed down through generations. It's the stories of our ancestors who stood together in times of adversity and the lessons we learn from their resilience and strength. This legacy inspires us to continue their work, to build bridges instead of walls, and to leave a better world for those who come after us. Unity is not just our past, it is our future. In a world often divided by conflict and strife, unity shines as a beacon of hope. It reminds us that together we can overcome any challenge, no matter how great. As we look to the future, we see a world where unity prevails, where every person has a voice, and where hope is not just a dream, but a reality. This future, filled with hope, is within our grasp if we stand united. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.